gets better. Anybody gets better. Anybody gets better. Hands on three, 1, 2, 3.
Yep. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Bears fans, to the Everything Bears Show. Your home for everything Bears. And tonight we're going to review that mixed review kind of a game against the neighbors from the north. Fucking cheeseheads.
Yeah.
Well,
what can we say about this game? I'm going to throw something out here. Where the fuck was the run game in the first quarter?
it's in the whole first half. They just were trying to force the passing game, you know. Outthink the competition. Sometimes you get a little too caught up in outthinking yourself, thinking, well, we've been running the ball so well over everybody. Let's pass it.
Let's
tonight.
get cute. Yeah.
Let's get.
It's cold. They'll never expect it.
They'll never see it coming. Yeah.
How about another stat that I saw on socials? That slot receivers were like 7 for 7 with a ton of yards. If only we had a really good nickel cornerback. We do, don't we?
We had.
Yes, maybe that's the better term.
We had. We thought we had one. The guy can't stay on the field.
Tripped over the heater and busted his shit. Right?
Takes himself out of the game in the pregame warm-ups. We're speaking about Kyler Gordon. I'm sure y'all are right on pace with us. You know what we're talking about. Kyler Gordon re-aggravates the groin in pregame warm-ups. And now, which we'll get to later in the show, but now it sounds like we might not see Kyler Gordon.
I mean, we haven't seen him barely at all this season anyway, so what's the difference, I guess?
I guess you're right. You can't miss what wasn't there.
Right, exactly.
But I'm with you on the where was the run game in the first half. They got to the run game in the second half, and then all of a sudden you've seen the engines churning in our offense, and it's like, oh, so if we would have done that as well in the first half, this game might have ended the other way.
Right.
Could have ended the other way.
Let's be honest. At this point, this team is a running team. They run to set up the pass. With all the play action, we talked about it ad nauseum. Let's just look at the points scored. First quarter ended at 0-0. Right then and there, you knew this was going to be a dogfight. Packers scored 14 in the second quarter, so they figured something out. We scored 3. 14-3 going into the half. So we scored 3 points in the first half and 18 points in the second half. Why? Like you just said, right? We started running the fucking ball in the second half. Why don't you go out and just show your dominance over teams with your offensive line? Just go out and punch the first person you see in the mouth and let's go.
Yeah. I thought that was probably one of our keys to the game going in. You know, what's beautiful about the run game? What's beautiful about the run game is we're going to run it. You know it, but you can't stop it. That's what's wonderful about the run game.
And you saw the Packers loading up for it. Look at how many base 3-4 looks with 5 guys on the line of scrimmage did we see?
A lot. Yeah, they were stacking that box all game.
Bring it on. We
Bring it
run
on.
against stacked boxes all the time.
Yeah.
And a couple of your linebackers are pass rush specialists. What's the best way to negate pass rushers? Don't fucking pass the ball.
Don't pass it. Run the ball. Please.
Run it right at those guys. Beat them up. Wear them down. It was the same thing with TJ Watt. Myles Garrett might be the exception here because the dude is just so big. But run the freaking ball, man.
Yeah.
Turn around and hand it off.
You know,
Cold
also
night.
then going into that second half, we running the ball, success, scoring points. And then when we tie it up, our defense is just like,
Like, all right, guys, we're back in it. Time to take the foot off the pedal, right?
yeah, let's not tighten, let's not clamp down. Tell you what, on a crucial, I mean, and this could have been the tide. This was the play of the game to change and shift. 3rd and 1. They have them. They got Josh Jacobs behind the line of scrimmage. And 3 Bears players just all crash into each other and hit the ground while Jalen makes a business decision and slaps Jacobs' shoulder pads and he takes off. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you my best Coach 30 impression. I don't know if you see his stuff, but you know, oh my God, Josh Jacobs, leading rusher in the NFL last year, running right towards me. He runs with power. And here I am, Jalen Johnson, getting ready to stick my nose in, but I piss down my leg, slap him a high five as he runs right by for the first down. First down, Packers.
Right past him.
Yeah.
Him. And that's it. And what could have ended up being a 3-point possession, they just keep marching it down, touchdown. Like, okay, 28-21, here we go.
On a selfish note, Jalen Johnson, my score prediction was 28-24, and you ruined it, man. Like, it was there for the taking. And you took my prediction and just took a massive steamer right all over it. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for having my back. I thought I had your back in previous shows. It's going to change a little bit because we'll be a little bit critical about old JJ here.
Little critical, I would have to say, as you guys are piling in. Thank you. Take your seats. 7 of you. Thank you very much. If you guys got any thoughts about Jalen, let's rag on Jalen a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
He's been back 2 weeks now, and not what I was expecting.
No.
Okay, I was expecting this defense to elevate. Like, holy crap, Jalen's back, baby. Nope. He's on a pitch count, so I get it. Maybe he's getting his wind back. But the place that he's on the field, he's getting toasted. He's not coming up and making tackles. He's just, I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's making business decisions.
Think about it last year, right? Like, Jalen Johnson was so dominant that Christian Watson, as he's taken off, blew a hammy or an ACL just because he was scared of going against Jalen Johnson. He didn't even have to touch him. Blown ACL. This year, blown right by him.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Hey, the ACL is great. See ya.
It's doing great. I'm going to take this 8-yard slant, 60 yards for a touchdown.
The explosive plays in this game, unfreaking believable. Bo Melton, 1 grab for 45 yards.
Oh, was he Watson, the guy with the was he the guy with the slant for the touchdown?
I think he had that deep in right in front of Byard. Christian Watson, 4 grabs, 89 yards with a long of 41. Reed, 4 grabs for 31 yards, but the longest one was 18. Tight end, 1 grab for 21 yards. So getting burned by some tight end I never even heard of. Jay Weil, who the hell are you? Well, whoever he was burned somebody for 21 yards.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, if you were to tell me that the Bears are going to hold Jacobs under 100 yards on 20 rushes, I would be pretty happy with that stat line.
Yeah.
I mean, his longest run was 21 yards. So really, he had 19 carries for 65 yards. Three a crack, except for that 21-yarder.
Right. Well, so it wasn't all terrible, because now we'll go on the bright side of things.
Mm-hmm.
In that second half, we did run the ball more. We were a little more successful in the pass game. The defense made their stops, and again, we tied the game going into middle of the fourth quarter. It was looking good.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, boys, we got it. Which again gives me that hope and thinking that, again, if we would have ran the ball more in the first half, we could have controlled this game. We could have been ahead and we could have just controlled the clock with running. But again, Ben decided to go with more passing in the first half with no success. And man, we paid for it. But again, to battle back and then be in that position where Captain Clutch, the Iceman, what drove us down the field, got us right there. It was just a really tricky situation. There's a bit of a civil war going on Twitter where everybody's saying DJ was open.
No.
God, please don't comment in the comments. Don't.
DJ was not open. Well, he was open, but at that point, there's no way that Caleb could have seen him. And if you look at it, as soon as he throws it, those 3 defenders all react to the throw to where DJ magically becomes open.
Well, that's what I'm seeing when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, how many times when you watch replays and all 22s and highlights of, wait, that guy was open. Yeah. After the quarterback threw the ball and everybody, the defenders all swayed with the direction of the ball where it was being thrown. Yeah. Everybody looks open, but no, the correct throw there was probably hit Cole Kmet in the back corner by the back pylon. That's where you should have let him, because then at least he had a chance there. You floated it, and the defender was right there and was able to react with so much time that he was able to high point the ball and come down with it. So it was like, shit, just bad throw, kiddo. Just bad throw. Now, maybe watching Tim Jenkins break down the film, if he just would have snapped it and made up in his mind, I'm running for it, he might have picked up the first down. Might. Don't know. But if that was his first instinct, snap, run, and go to that first down marker, he might have made it. But
here's my take on that whole sequence. Me personally, I think I would have ran the ball. Take your chances with your offensive line, who started dominating. Get a new set of downs. Now you have 2 to 3 cracks at the end zone.
Yeah, well, that should have absolutely been the play call. We should have absolutely ran the ball. I don't understand in that situation. Why would you go away from running the ball? You fucking run it there.
Yeah.
So I agree with you 1,000% there. It's just that specific play call that he called. There really wasn't much there. It was either run for it and maybe not make it, or because Swift, he was covered. There was no way he's catching the ball.
And he was the number 1 on that, right?
He was the number 1. And then you see Cole Kmet. He popped. He got free. He was open for. I mean, if he would have seen it sooner, he was way more wide open if he caught that read earlier. But just tough, man. Just tough.
Yeah. My 2 cents on this, I have a couple different thoughts on that play. One, why are we going left on that? That throw is 10 times harder going left than right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's thought number 1. Thought number 2, why didn't we run it there?
Yeah.
And I can't completely dog the play call because the fact of the matter is it worked. The play was open. Cole Kmet was open. But you made it a lot harder than I think what it needed to be. By going left, you're asking him to flip his hips, and maybe the Philly game played a little bit against us because he did it then, and he threw a dime, right? But you go back to the well, you roll him left, you try to go again. That's a super hard throw for a right-handed quarterback. Not that I'm making an excuse for Caleb, because listen, kid, you're the big dog on campus now. You have to make that play. I agree with you 110%. One of 2 things needed to happen with that throw. Either 1, it's got to go towards that back pylon, keep Cole Kmet on the move, or 2, you got to throw it a little bit higher and give Cole Kmet at the very least a 50-50 ball on it.
Yeah.
Right? And the way that Cole Kmet catches passes, I wouldn't mind the back pylon because he would have fell down in bounds and then called it good right there, right? He wouldn't have kept running. But, so
that is
who
what
knows?
he does.
Yeah, I don't know what they
catch
teach
fall.
Yes.
Catch fall.
Yes.
It's Cole Kmet for you.
But listen, here's the fact of the matter. It's a division game. We drop the one on the road. We get them again in 2 weeks at home. And everything is still in front of us, man. As much as it hurt as a Bears fan and all the shit that we have to take, oh, it's same old Bears and blah, 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 you're still our bitch, whatever, right? Here's the fact. We play the Browns next week. The Packers play the Broncos. So in 2 weeks, we're going to be right back, or we should be right back where we started.
That'd be nice.
Last week.
That would be awesome, okay? The Packers lose against the Broncos and we beat the Browns. Yeah, we'll be right back to square one again. Let's go.
And
run
now
it again.
you're in our house.
Now you're in our
and
house,
I'm
baby.
sure Ben Johnson will say, let's run it again. Right?
Yep.
Going through the drive charts, you really saw when the offense started taking off. At one point, the offense ran like 7 times in a row. And that's when they started to really take that game over, especially in the trenches. Those 2 edges had 20 sacks amongst them. They didn't get a single sack. I think Igenbari got the solo sack for the Packers. They had a vaunted pass rush that we stymied, man. Did they get pressure? Yes. Did they get home? No. And what a testament to this offensive line. You know, this line will take us pretty far, but let's let them get a lather right away, right? Like start leaning on these guys, wearing them out, run it right at Micah, wear him out, just pound on him. Because Micah gets gassed. You were talking about it earlier. He wasn't on the field for those last 2 plays.
Yeah, he wasn't even on the field. He was. You seen him on the sideline. He was freaking gassed.
And maybe that's why they decided to go for, the home run on that, because Micah's off the field.
Yeah.
Pass rush isn't going to be nearly as good. The play that you called was open, right? We just needed the kid to overcome a few factors, and it didn't happen this time.
Right.
This is the first time that he's failed on a fourth quarter comeback this season, and he succeeded 5 other times.
Yeah.
5 out of 6. I'll take that.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely good. I mean, there's a lot for them to hang their hats on in this game.
Mhm.
Uh, the Packers are no slouch. They are a good team. They're well coached, and for them to pull off the comeback as they did and have it just come down to that
Mhm.
last play like that. I mean, you were close, and that's kind of, as fans, really, that's what we want. Give me a close game. Would I have liked to win? Of course, we want to win, but at least we didn't get the doors blown off. You know, that was another worry happening during that game. I was like, oh boy, this is going to turn into a shellacking.
Yeah.
But it didn't, and they were able to keep it under control a little bit. Again, especially in the second half, the defense stepped up and played better, and the offense finally got things rolling because they were running the ball more efficiently and more regularly. So yeah, but damn it, man, the defense, they had their couple little stops. That was how we were able to score points and tie up the game. But in that crucial drive, you guys got to be better. This is where I start getting aggravated with Kyler Gordon's injury.
Mhm.
Like, God damn it. And I know, right, the kid can't control it. He's been battling these soft tissue things, groins and hammies all year. But it's just like, damn it. And then the same thing with getting Jalen back on the field. That just fuck it. Just leave Stevenson and Nahshon Wright out there. Just sit down, Jalen. You came
Yeah.
back too soon. Okay. You were missing out on all the winning. You wanted to be a part of the shirts being ripped off and all the celebrating. Well, maybe you came back too soon, buddy. Maybe you came back too soon.
Listen, man, if it comes down to it where these two games help Jalen get to the 2024 for him and hopefully knock on wood for a playoff run, okay, we'll take our lumps, right? He's going to have a chance to prove it again because if I was Dennis Allen, Jalen and I are having a man-to-man saying, listen, bro, you're going to be locked up with Christian Watson, which we did last year, and you put his ass in a hospital without even touching him. You take away Christian Watson out of that game, that offense has trouble, right? You take those explosive plays out of this game, and we're talking about a whole different scenario. Even if you mitigated them, only gave up 2 instead of the 3.
Right.
We're talking a victory, and that's in these divisional games. That's how close this is. I wasn't overly impressed with how well the Packers were moving the ball. Yeah, they had big chunks plays, which made it look a lot better than what it was.
Yeah.
But our offense going against the top, let's say 3 defense, realistically, still had over 300 yards. When was the last time we could say that an offense would have been able to do that against this highly rated defense?
Yeah, no.
It had been a long time.
Yeah.
So our offense, this tells me our offense can stack up with any defense and be able to score. The other thing it tells me is that our defense, as we've stated all year long, is definitely the weak point, with the pass rush being the number one issue. If we had anything that resembled a pass rush, this defense could probably be a top 10 defense with as often as they take the ball away.
So they really got hurt and exposed on Sunday for that very reason.
Mm-hmm.
0 pass rush. Our front 4 can't get shit going. Nothing. So, but you got to put pressure on the quarterback. So what does Dennis Allen do? Start sending blitzers.
You have to.
Well, you have to. But then what happens is the blitz doesn't even fucking work, and they can't get to the quarterback. And now our DBs are hung out to dry.
Yeah.
Brisker getting fucking toasted.
Yeah.
Again.
Bayard toasted.
Bayard got toasted.
McLeod, Jalen toasted. They all got toasted.
Yeah. And so that is a huge I don't know what you'd say. Our front 4 is a huge detriment to this defense.
Yeah. It's
they should be able to get pressure with just the 4, and they can't. And this is going to be a big fucking problem.
That's why this team won't go as far as we hope they will, is because this defensive front is garbage.
Yeah.
There's not a single person on this front that can generate single pressure. You'll get the obligatory 1 or 2 plays where Sweat will stand out, and then he disappears for the rest of the freaking game.
Yep.
He's got 8.5 sacks on the year. And if you were to probably ask the casual fan, they would probably go half of what they think that he actually has. It's just he's got to be the force, and he's just not, man.
No.
He's not the guy on that defense. Byard is probably playing the best on that defense, and he's one of those savvy vets that are back there. Grady Jarrett not living up to the hype. I was expecting a lot more from him.
Yeah.
Austin Booker just pulled a Houdini act and disappeared for the last couple weeks after coming out strong. Billings, bro, you probably ate yourself out of the league, quite honestly. You were brought in to be a run stuffer, but yet you have trouble getting out of your stance, and you get pushed like you're on roller skates on any type of double team up the middle. So he's not the answer. It's just, I don't know, man. It's frustrating. They tried to fix it. It didn't work out nearly as well as it did on the offense. So it's back to the drawing board, man. Unfortunately, we got a lot of money tied up on Adegbo and Grady Jarrett. Some of these guys, right, should expect the old knock on the door, as you're walking by Pole's office. Hey, Grady, come here, buddy.
Hey. I know you're busy, but come in my office here just for a minute, would you?
Yeah.
I need to holler at you.
I got your agent on the phone. Let's talk restructure.
So you're right, man, because that's a huge issue where the money and everything that was invested during this offseason to try to bolster the front on our defensive line, it's not panning out, and that's a lot of money that's out there.
Yeah,
so you're stuck. You're stuck in some of the cases. Like Billings, you could probably let go, but Dio Adegbo, you're stuck.
Yep.
Sweat, you're stuck. You're stuck
Grady
with those
Jarrett,
two.
You're Sweat. You're stuck.
Yeah.
Those three, and those are your 3 most expensive D linemen by far. And you're stuck.
And you're fucking stuck.
Yeah.
You're stuck. And it's like, well, it's probably going to be one of these things where we well, you could, but nobody's taking that contract off Adegbo.
No,
they're going to look at that money and go, yeah, okay, nah, we're good.
Coming off a torn Achilles,
yeah, that too.
I'll give you a 7th. At that point, I might be like, and you take his full salary, deal. Let's get him out.
I don't think anybody's doing that. Nobody's going to take that money.
No way.
Pay him that. He's not worth it. And like you said, and coming off such an injury like that, not worth it, man. And it's unfortunate because that's our front four is our Achilles heel.
Mm-hmm.
It's our Achilles. And so now you're going to be looking to draft, hopefully, those positions.
Yeah.
And then what? Are we going to do a politics thing where, well, sorry, Adegbo's got to start because his salary says so? Like, no, fuck that. You're going to sit, you're going to be on the second team. And the new kid that we drafted, barring that he has a good spring training, he's starting. So,
yeah, we're going to give old Adegbo a little bit more guaranteed money, and we're going to write a clause in his contract that says if he doesn't play at least 50% of the snaps for this year, then there's like a de-escalator or something in there. I don't know how those things work.
Your pay starts to go down as the weeks go on.
Yeah.
And you're not playing. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And it's going to be frustrating because just the defensive line that's where it all starts, man. That's where it all starts. If their front four ain't producing, you ain't doing shit. That had been the problem with all the damn Tampa 2 defenses that we had. Yeah, you could have great linebackers, you can have great secondary. It doesn't mean shit if your front four can't get pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah. You're right though, man. That D line's our Achilles heel, and unfortunately we tore that sucker in week 1. So
Yeah. Mhm.
it's at this point we gotta ride with it. We were hoping that the secondary getting healthier would be able to cover up the deficiencies. We saw last week that that's not the case, especially when one of your highly touted guys ends up, you know, I'm not even going to say it. He ended up not being able to go. I'm going to leave it at that because I really wanted to say something that I might regret later. And man, I was all on the Kyler Gordon train. I love him when he plays, but guess what, man? Your best ability is availability.
The old saying holds true.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. If you're not available, you ain't no good.
No,
Sucks, but I mean that's the facts. And again, like just do we have a problem with our medical staff? I mean, I'm serious.
Strength and
This is a real
conditioning?
question.
I don't know.
Is our strength and conditioning team are they a fucking problem? Because between TJ, Jalen, and Kyler, remember
And
they
Tremaine,
were TJ Edwards, Tremaine too. Remember they were unavailable early in the season, but then they came back, right? And then
Mhm.
they got fucked up, so they were out for a long ass time until recent. Kyler's still dealing with the groin and blah blah blah, and then he re-aggravates it warming up. What the fuck are you guys doing? Do you guys suck at your job? Do we need to hire a new training team? Strength and conditioning? Do we need new medical people in Hallis Hall? Please let us know, because what the fuck are you guys doing?
Right. Get on the new train, right? Being where I'm from, Christian Watson, he's missed a ton of time, soft tissue, hamstrings, left and right. Last year, different story, ACL. But there's a lot of interesting stuff out there. Like for this kid who's a burner, always constantly having hamstring issues, they went full on, scientific studies on it, on how to build up parts of your body because your body is compensating for a weaker hamstring and you're
Right.
constantly blowing out. And they figured out what you need to strengthen to help protect it. Maybe they could do the same thing with a groin. If so, Kyler, you better get in line there. You better take a number,
Yeah. Go see those
get,
doctors.
get that appointment set right now.
That is funny though, how the body works like that. Just like a car.
Yeah.
Like if one thing in your lower body is fucked up and you want to go ahead and keep doing the activity that you're doing, then you're going to pull something else because, like you said, your body's overcompensating for the thing that's already originally wrong with it. And then, that's another thing that's fucking just went wrong.
Yeah. The check
Either way, man,
coming back on.
Like you said, though, man, we were totally happy to be getting Kyler back. And now even our boy Harrison at Chat Sports is thinking that what Ben said at his press conference was not a good sign.
Yeah.
Saying that it's to be determined, but from what he knows, it doesn't look good. Like, oh
Right.
my God.
I think Harrison would
on.
give this for smoking Jays that he's not going to be back. So
For smoking Jays. We're
Yeah.
not going to see Kyler the rest of the year. Just like, come on.
Speaking of Coach Johnson, I mean, he had a press conference, did he not, where he kind of talked about it. He also had a bunch of things to say in this, and I think, for the fans out there, we've been watching a ton of these things here, so
For a long time.
if you want to cue this sucker up, man, we could do some interpretation here for our guests. What do you think?
I agree. Yeah, let's do that. So as Drew was just saying, y'all, you know that you've watched enough press conferences in your day. You know that there's things that they have to say, right? There's a
It's a
little thing
certain
that they call
phrase I'm thinking of. Yeah, coach speak.
coach speak. So you have to be savvy to be able to listen to one's press conference and really know what they're saying. So to help you along, Wedge and I, we're going to do the honors. So here's a little Ben Johnson at his summation press conference of how that went with Green Bay.
All right. Yeah, just like I said yesterday, really feel like offensively we need to start faster than what we did. Obviously, 71 yards in the first half wasn't good enough, only 3 points.
I should have ran the ball more in that first half. I really neglected the strength of our offense entirely, trying to force the pass.
On 5 possessions, defensively gave up too many explosives.
Jalen Johnson, you were absolutely trash and you are fucking burnt toast this week. What the fuck are we paying you for? That's what he meant there.
And then special teams wise, didn't feel like our kickoff or kickoff return units played like they're capable of doing. So
I'm stuck with Cairo for 2 more fucking years.
But we dug ourselves into a hole. Credit to the guys. They came through and made it a game there in the second half, but just wasn't enough when you're facing a good team on the road like that.
So we went into Lambeau. We wanted to punk them there, but then we got stuck losing to this trash team in this trash stadium.
So go ahead and open it up from there.
Courtney?
Hey, Ben. Caleb, we talked to Caleb after we talked to you about that final throw to Cole, and he said that the difficulty of it wasn't a problem, but he was thinking too much. When you watch that back, like what execution-wise should have gone differently for him with that?
Yeah, Courtney. He should have threw a better fucking ball. This wasn't the 30-yard sweet touch pass he did in fucking Philly. Okay, there were shorter yardage here. He should know fucking better than to throw that goddamn ball at the back pylon. I mean, Christ, give your guy a chance to fucking catch the ball.
I haven't talked to him yet. We're going to watch the tape together after this, and I'll get a better feel for when he says he was thinking too much, what that means. But
so basically, I got my boys back. He knows that he was a fucking dumbass on that play and didn't execute like we were supposed to put the fucking dagger in these bums.
Yeah, from my perspective, it was a play that had a lot of options, just like I alluded to last night. And Cole happened to be the one that popped the most.
But not DJ. Don't fucking ask about DJ on that fucking play. Don't fucking ask. There was a lot of options, but DJ wasn't one.
It's a good play by Nixon for them. He came off of his guy and made a play on the ball. But had we seen it a little bit sooner and given Cole a better chance, I think we would have been pretty happy with that result. So I still feel the same way I did last night on that play.
So Nixon, basically you were throwing a fucking gift, and be prepared to be just fucking burnt the next time we play you, because we will redeem ourselves, and Caleb Williams will learn from this, and he will just rip the hearts out of all you Packer fans out there.
And I know his the passing game in the first half, like I think to that 3rd and 15 that he and DJ couldn't sync up, and I think he only had like one completion over 10 yards early on. Like, but specific to that play, what did you notice about the overthrow there and why those two didn't seem to be on the same page yesterday?
Well, I don't know if there was anything with DJ. I thought he ran some pretty good routes over the course of the day, and we just
Yeah, Courtney, I just got done fucking telling you that DJ wasn't a fucking option on that play. I know that's what you're alluding to, and he wasn't an option on that fucking play. But yeah, DJ, he ran great routes all game long. He was right on target with his routes.
couldn't give him the ball, which that was not the intent. I thought going into the game, we might have had more for him than any other player in the offense. And so was a little surprised at the end when I saw the stat sheet for one catch like he had. So that was.
Holy shit, DJ only had one grab for -4 yards. I got to figure out how to get this guy the ball because we're paying him a shit ton of money for fucking nothing.
Like you said, disappointing on that particular play. Was good with the decision. We just left it a little bit high there early in the game, and something that I've kind of talked about, over the last few weeks is with Caleb is, man, how can I best serve him to get him in a rhythm early in games so where we can have some strong starts to the first half. And
yeah, so Caleb's the guy I'm worried about most on this fucking offense, not fucking DJ. All right. Let me tell you a little story about DJ. He just pulls up in the middle of his routes sometimes during games, and I don't like that. And so for his punishment, I don't fucking draw him out plays where he gets targeted all the time. That's where we're at with that. Okay, it's about Caleb right now, not DJ.
It's when you're asking your first completion to be a 18-yard dagger route, that's not always the easiest thing, particularly in those elements on the road like that. So something that he's certainly capable of doing. He makes that throw all the time in practice, and yet we weren't able to do it there yesterday that early in the game. So
DJ and Caleb. Well, that might be a fractured connection, which we need to work on, especially with Rome being out. Rome has been a safety blanket. DJ has not lived up to that contract. So I think we need to throw him the ball a little bit more and maybe design a few things that will get DJ open down the field and not just keep throwing bubble screens and shit to him at the line of scrimmage.
Sean?
Yeah, hey Ben. I was just wondering if you could walk us through your thought process there in those final 2 minutes and letting the clock run down as you guys did.
Yeah.
Well, let me let Ben go.
I think that was actually really well done by the whole team there on that one. You get the ball back with 3:30 and you got a decision to make. Do we go as fast as we can? And if we stall out, we get another possession potential.
Okay, yeah. I decided to fucking run the clock because I know this fucking defense can't stop anybody worth a shit. So at that point, I pretty much knew we need to milk all of this fucking clock because God forbid if we score too soon, they're going to march right down the fucking field, right down our throats and score another fucking touchdown. Then what are we going to do, John?
Or do we go ahead and let this one be the last one? And, we went with the latter. I feel really good about that. I feel really good about how we moved the ball down the field. Felt really good about our execution throughout, minus the 3rd and 1 and the 4th and 1 there at the very end. So
I fucked up. I should have ran the ball on 4th down and given us 2 cracks at it instead of rolling Caleb left and asking him to make a fucking impossible throw to a tight end that can't stay on his feet when he fucking catches the ball.
Oh, this is good.
With a quarterback playing as well as Jordan Love was playing in that game, they had 8 possessions and 4 touchdowns, and he was finding receivers down the field. And
this motherfucker he was looking like fucking Aaron Rodgers out there. I mean, he was baking a cake at one point. Our front 4 couldn't even smell him. They didn't even know if he used Old Spice or was he on the fucking eucalyptus bar soap. They don't fucking know because they never even got a whiff of them.
explosives and all that. The last thing we wanted to do, well, let me say this. The first thing we needed to do was score a touchdown, all right? But the last thing we wanted to do as well is give them enough time to respond because of how dangerous they had been on offense. And so,
Listen, if we scored there, like I said before, our defense is shit, and we were going for 2 in the win.
That's facts. Facts. That's good. Christopher.
We were just talking about Michigan before the game, bro. Enjoy some coach speak here, brother. We're gonna get to that.
Oh god, it said
P-Riv.
fool. Yeah. We'll get it. We'll touch on Philip Rivers.
Yeah, we'll get there.
best case scenario would have been scoring a touchdown with under 30 seconds there, and then letting our defense go out and hold down the fort there for the very end to win the game. But we didn't make enough plays there on that last drive to earn that right.
I just said that to be nice to our defense because there was no way on God's green earth I was going to let Green Bay's offense have any fucking clock left because I can't trust this defense for shit.
Jason?
Hey, Ben, it's another game with Caleb where we see a lot of the really high potential, but we also see him struggle for a stretch. Do you identify any reasons for the inconsistency? And when do you think it's reasonable to expect him to level out?
Yeah, there's certainly some that you talk about each week where feel like guys are open and we can certainly give them the ball on time and give them a chance to run after catch and all that. And then there's that mix of, oh my gosh, that's one of the most incredible plays I've ever seen in my life.
Listen, Jacob, was it? Whatever the fuck your name is. You take the good with the bad with this kid right now, man. At one point, he'll throw a seed to Zacchaeus going down to the ground and throw it right through some guy's hands. And the other time, he's going to airmail the guy who's 3 yards away. You take the good with the bad. And then next year, we'll improve on that. Move on.
Type deal with him. So I do acknowledge your point there. And that's something we're striving to do is combine both of those worlds to where we think we're going to have a really good quarterback in this league, really dangerous quarterback in this league, really dangerous offense, really good team for a long time when we're really able to combine both of those thought processes. So we're not quite there yet. We're working diligently every day. I've said it every week that you see growth in so many other areas that, I think when that last little bit comes along, I think we're going to be really pleased with where we are.
Yeah, look, I drill it in his head every motherfucking day to where his eyes need to be, his footwork. Okay, but hey, the cadence is looking better, right? The cadence has improved tremendously. And those other little details, look, we're going to get there. All right. We're looking at some point in the future to be just a dominating elite quarterback, but right now the cadence is great.
Kevin?
Hey, Ben, obviously you guys faced a really good defensive front yesterday. How did you think everybody from line to tight ends to Caleb handled the pressure, especially considering who's kind of coming up on Sunday this week?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good unit that we just faced. And, I thought they were really well coached too. That was one of the better third down defenses we've gone against just in terms of what they threw at us schematically. They gave us some issues on our protections and, something that we're going to have to address and clean up going forward. But
what I really wanted to say here is that Micah Parsons didn't do jack shit, but we play him again in 2 weeks, so I'm not going to give him more bulletin board material. But for the most part, yeah, if I ran the ball more in the first half and beat up that defensive line a little bit, the second half would have been even easier for us.
But for the most part, I thought our guys tried to handle our protection plan We had a couple that our technique and what we're trying to get done needs to align a little bit cleaner, but we also had instances of really clean pockets as well, where Caleb had plenty of depth and width and time to deliver a good ball also. So I thought overall, considering who we were going against, that was not an area that I felt needed to be addressed.
Except there was that one play where they ran a stunt and Jonah Jackson and Darnell Wright seemed like they didn't know what the fuck their assignment was. And that stunt just came right around the inside and just smacked Caleb. Yeah.
Herb? Herb, we can't hear you.
Come on, Herb. Unmute your microphone.
No,
Herb,
we'll come
it's
back
just
to you.
your
Sorry.
first fucking day, bro.
Adam?
Fucking Herb Howard, man.
Hey, Ben, a quick follow-up about the interception.
Adam Johnsey.
DJ comes open kind of late in that. I'm just curious what type of realistic option he is for Caleb in that moment.
Yeah, I didn't see him as being the answer in that time. I think he came open more after the ball was released from Caleb. That Nixon was.
So if you had any fucking clue at all, like I said before, DJ wasn't an option here, dumbass. Cole Kmet was wide the fuck open, so why are we talking about DJ again?
Man-to-man with DJ and was trailing him and ended up falling off and making a play on Cole there. So it was a good play by Nixon, and yet I still don't think if we get the spacing right and all that and a good ball that he's going to be able to cover both of those players like that.
And then to go back what you said about getting Caleb in rhythm early in those conversations that you've had with them, like what type of feedback have you gotten? Like, do you have a better sense now over the past few weeks of what he's looking for, what works, what could potentially help lead to some easy completions for him so he's in a rhythm?
Yeah. I mean, his feedback is,
Yeah. Adam, did you miss the part earlier where I told you sometimes the kid can throw a fucking laser through a defender's hands to a Zacchaeus who catches it falling on the ground, and then the next play he fucking sails it on a 3-yarder wide ass open play. Did you catch that, Johnsy? Did you hear that part? We're working on it.
You call it and I'm going to go ahead and make it work. That's who he is. He doesn't care. You want to start the game with the deep ball, go ahead and call it, and I'll make it work. You want to start with quick game, you want to start with screen, whatever. He really doesn't care. So, and that's really, I think, where you want your quarterback to be. So I appreciate that mindset. And yet, I just want to hit the ground running a little bit better than what we have been. We talked a week ago about the passing game needing to improve, and that first half, we didn't quite make the strides that we had hoped for over the course of the week. So we'll just go back to work again this week and get back after it again.
Well, the one thing I learned about this game is that we're going to come out running every game, and the rest of the NFL is put on notice, because once my boy back there starts making these layups, you better watch the fuck out, because you guys have no chance, because my offense is the shit, and I got a good trigger man for it.
Pat?
Ben, I know Matt.
He's starting to get pissed at this point. So right now he's in a defensive demeanor with his arms crossed, and he's chewing the inside of his cheek. So he's like, "These fucking ask me about DJ one more fucking time."
Literally
I double
biting his
dog
cheek.
dare you.
Yes.
Floor was asked about the quick handshake at the end. We didn't ask you about it. Did you make anything of it or not?
That feels like every handshake I have at the end of it.
Yeah, I absolutely felt slighted by that fucking faggot. I mean, that fucking bitch's fucking handshake. So I got some for him next time. I'm actually going to wipe my ass with my hand first and then go out in the middle of the field and shake his hand at the end of the next game. Sorry about my language, folks.
Game.
And what do you think that there's something that your guys learned? I know you're not into moral victories, but what did you learn that may carry over when you do see them again in a week and a half, 2 weeks?
Listen, they are who we thought they were, and we beat ourselves in this game. But I can't say that right now, can I? No. So we're going to go out and attack this team with the run game, and then we're going to put them on the defensive right away, and then continue to run right over
them. Yeah, I don't know that anything will carry over. That it'll be a brand new game when we go against that opponent again. But I know who we are at this point of the season. It didn't take that game for me to know that. I know we're a physical unit. I know we're resilient. I know that we play hard for each other for 60 minutes. And, I think we're going to make things very interesting when it's close in the fourth quarter, each and every week. And so, unfortunately, we didn't come through with the win there yesterday, but I feel really confident in our group of finding a way to pull through these games.
Yeah. So I'm going to triple down on the learn my lesson. We're going to run the shit out of the ball the next time we see these fuckers. I mean, we're just going to run it and run it and run it and run it.
Dan?
And what exactly happened with Kyler before the game yesterday?
Yeah, he was warming up in pregame and felt it, felt his groin. And so, we didn't feel like we were in a good spot to have him play and compete and put him in that spot. And, we'll see how it goes from here on out.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to add some toughen the fuck up pills to old Kyler's vitamin regimen. And how the hell do you go out and pull something in pregame and take yourself out? Seriously, dude? What the fuck?
He's suffered a few of these injuries in non-game settings. Where does your patience level rest when you have a player that's in and out as frequently as he's been since you got here?
I'm literally punching every fucking wall in these buildings at Hallis. My knuckles are swollen and all red and blistered and bruised from literally punching everything I walk past. I'm waking up in night terrors, terrifying my wife and children, screaming at the top of my lungs. And, but yeah, I'm making through. It's next man up mentality. That's what we do.
Well, it's disappointing. I wish I had a better feel for the individual, but with him being out as much as he has, I haven't really get to see him on the field and competing and get to know him like I'd like to at this point yet. And so I do know that the biggest predictor of a soft tissue injury is having a previous one, and he's kind of in this rut right now that we're not able to get out of. And so we're going to exhaust all of our resources in and outside of the building to make sure that we're addressing it and doing what we can to get him back and healthy again.
So the only way that I know Kyler Gordon's name is by that humongous paycheck that this guy is fucking cashing in for not playing. So I really don't give a shit about people who don't play for us. If you want me to know your name and put some respect on your name, play the damn game.
Herb?
Coach, what if any adjustments did you make offensively from the first half to the second half when you were able to really get going in the second half, but obviously not able to get going in the first?
Let me ask you something, Herb. Is this your first time watching football? Are you new here? Yeah, I didn't run the ball in the first fucking half, and then the second half I did.
Did I make?
Yes, sir.
Not one.
Okay.
I stuck to the game plan, and we ended up doing a better job executing, and guys played hard, and we made some plays.
To that point, is this a game you can look at as you go down the stretch here and you playing other teams that have legitimate aspirations of playing in the last game of the season to say, we got to find a way to start faster. It's cool that you can come back. You've shown that time and time again all season, but is there an emphasis on how you have to start faster, especially with the games down the stretch?
When you play good teams on the road, every little thing matters. All the details matter. We start off on offense with 2 penalties in the first 2 drives, and we don't overcome them. And so every little thing matters. And, we just didn't start well enough. I think to your point.
Herb, what was this offense like last year? Oh, dead last in every category. What are we this year? Keep my name out your mouth, Herb. This offense is 10 times better, if not more, with me here. So don't question my authority.
You got to play and you got to utilize all 60 minutes of your brand of football. And we dug ourselves into a hole, and it certainly wasn't where we want to start that game.
2 more, Courtney.
Ben, I know you talked about the 3rd and 4th down there on that final drive, and using timeouts and your game plan for, executing the clock at the end there. The plays or the time that went off between when Kyle ran for 3 yards on 2nd down and then the no gain on 3rd down is like 117 to 35. Did that play out the way that you had hoped for? Or were you maybe hoping that you guys would have moved a little bit faster to be able to get that play off? Are you good?
What for?
I gotta hate Courtney Cronin. She thinks she fucking knows everything. Yeah, Courtney, I'm the fucking head coach and I decide when I call timeouts, okay? I fucking manage the clock, okay? Not you. Are you going to be like that sideline reporter giving me the fucking, you think you want to do something different? Next question. Fuck Courtney. Next question.
Just in terms of, was the urgency where you wanted it to be?
Yeah, I thought we handled that situation. I don't know a better way to do it, to be honest with you. Like I said, the less amount of time that we would have left on that clock to score, the better off we would have been. The entire offense knew that we were looking to milk that clock down. The moment it got under a certain level, I then relayed it to the quarterback. Okay, now we're good to score the touchdown. And so we were all on the same page, and I thought we handled that situation as beautifully as you possibly could, minus the execution on third and 1.
Courtney, did you watch last year's team with the Flus? Did you? Would you rather have him back? Or would you rather go into the last drive of the game with 3 timeouts, the game on the line, knowing that your defense gives up a score within a minute to this team? Or would you rather have the Flus and not even have a chance to win this game? Your choice, Courtney.
Last one, Kevin.
Hey, Ben, on the touchdown to Melton at the end of the first half, just curious your diagnosis on that. You and DA talking about it today, what you guys saw.
Say it again. Which one?
The touchdown to Melton, just curious what you and DA kind of saw as you went back and watched it today.
Yeah, the one before halftime?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, just in general, 1:14 left on the clock, and before half, we can't allow a touchdown. Our guys know that. Something that we're going to address and clean up, but in that particular coverage, there were some elements on the back end. I'm not going to.
Yeah, I'm not. Look at the element was fucking Jaquan Brisker is an absolute fucking liability back there. Look, we're working on it. We're going to draft his replacement. We're not fucking signing him at the end of this year. He's been a constant fucking letdown all year. The guy takes all kinds of wrong angles. Yeah, it's great that he's been on the field, knock on wood, so far all season, but the kid's just been a trash can. And thank you very much for showing up today, fellas. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us on that first ever coach speak.
That's why these guys get paid so much money, because they have to come up with a politically correct answer to a bunch of fucking dumbasses.
Yeah, who ask the
It's just-
stupidest questions. So our fucking media sometimes. I respect them all. I like them for all of them, but man, sometimes they just ask the dumbest shit.
And they ask it over and over and over.
Yeah.
I mean, what
Like
the hell?
Christopher loves Courtney. So a little bit in my bit, I was telling a little bit. There's something about Courtney that rubs me the wrong way. There's like, it's her delivery. It's like this bitch thinks that she's the fucking the tell all be all of football. The woman hasn't played one down in her fucking life. But here she is questioning the coach, and you could see it on his face when he had to answer her that she was being backhanded about the timeouts. Did you think you controlled the timeouts right? And you had enough time, did you? And maybe shut up. That's what I said. I'm the fucking coach. I fucking decide, not you. She's the cat. She's the cat's meow.
She's something, all right.
I mean, she's cute. She's cute in a lesbian kind of way. I mean, it could have been worse. Look at what Hurts did. Oh my God, talk about awful. Yeah, huh?
Did the Bears end another team season or derail it?
Yeah, I'm telling you. There's something about it. I just can't wait till we beat them. I don't want to put games in front of other games. But I'm gonna. When we beat Green Bay, when they come to town, I hope that fucking bad mojo we've been sprinkling on all these teams that we've beaten, I hope, oh my God, I hope that voodoo doll works on fucking Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Listen, there are so many different ways that the Bears can still win this division. Okay, first of all, if they win out, division winners, because you're playing Green Bay, you're playing the Detroit. If you go 3-1, you're winning the division. Because of that tie, the Packers wouldn't be able to catch you. Looking at what the Packers have schedule-wise, if you go 2-2, there's still a way to win the division. With those, you have to pretty much beat the Packers and one other team and then hope for some help. 1-3, you're basically a wild card team at that time, right?
Yeah.
So these next 4 weeks are absolutely crucial. It's still all in front of them. We talked about it at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Assuming that the Broncos can beat Green Bay in Denver, and then we can handle ours against the Browns, we're right back to where we were at.
Yeah, I mean, so this ain't a walkthrough for Green Bay now either. I'll pull this up for everyone to see.
You got their schedule?
Mm-hmm. It's more of a walkthrough for us than it is them. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. Here's their final 4. They got the Broncos, then us, then the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that Vikings game, I don't know. I don't know which quarterback showed up for them. Who they just beat? The
Washington.
Panthers. Oh, Washington.
They just beat the brakes off them. Yeah.
They beat the brakes off Washington. So who knows what game shows up there? What team shows up to that game?
It's a divisional game.
The Broncos, okay. I'm saying that's a loss. Christopher, you're saying that the rest of Green Bay, they're going 3-1 on this one? Okay. I mean, it could be possible. I'm just saying. What's their one loss? The Broncos or Bears? What say you?
Well, if the Packers do go 3-1, even if the Bears beat them, they won't be able to win the division because they got that half game. So, yeah, he says that's for the Packers. Okay.
Okay, so that's their one loss. So you're saying they're beating Denver this week? Damn. I got them losing. I think I have the Broncos beating them. Although Drew did bring up before the show, said that what? They've won 10 straight?
Yeah.
And so that could
Denver's
be
on a
bit of
10-game heater.
That could be a recipe for them to fuck it up and lose against Green Bay, but I don't see it. I think Jordan Love's going to see a pass rush he ain't never seen.
Yeah. The
Or he did
Ravens-
actually against the Browns, and they fucking lost against the Browns.
Right. The Ravens, that's going to be an interesting game, man. I wish that the Ravens had them at home versus in Green Bay. Watson's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A game changer for them. Yeah.
The Ravens are probably going to be fighting for the division as well, so they're going to have a ton to play for. They laid an egg against Pittsburgh. They really needed that game, but Pittsburgh's been Pittsburgh. They've, been known to falter down the stretch, so the Ravens are going to be playing for a ton.
At best, I'm thinking the Packers go 2-2 at best.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. Their Final Four is a tough stretch. Bears, as we know, have the Browns, the Packers, the 49ers, and then wrap up with
The
Detroit.
Lions, yeah.
Yeah. So, Christopher's saying the Ravens are toast, huh? You
Put a
don't
fork in
believe
the
in a
Ravens.
former league MVP, and Lamar Jackson? You don't think he could get it done, huh? Well, we're going to be wearing the old purple and black in a few weeks here. So,
Damn tootin'. Damn
Yeah.
Skippy. I'm going to have to be fans of all these teams the rest of the way.
yeah, I mean, Packers are playing my second favorite team all but 1 week in the final 4 weeks here, with the Bears obviously being my number one.
Number one.
So, mhm.
Yep.
So we'll see, man. I mean, it's still all right in front of them. It's going to be a great preview show for next week. We'll get to that. So, yeah, Lamar's having trouble staying healthy. I get it, man. But maybe
Got
Snoop
Derrick
can
Henry.
pump them.
And their defense is all right.
Yeah, it's getting better. We'll see. Baltimore's a little bit inconsistent, but I don't know, man. They got a lot of big game experience, and I don't think they'll be any bigger. Is that Ravens game in prime time? I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Yep. December 27th at 8 p.m.
Sunday nighter. Okay, good. Lamar does pretty good in prime time, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll all be watching that one. That's for sure.
With bells on.
Mm-hmm. So let's take. Let's see. Christopher brought up a lot of good different comments here, man. In other sporting news, Old Man Rivers gets signed by the Colts. How do you feel about that, man? Would like if Caleb goes down, would you call Jay Cutler and say, "Hey, man, can you fill in for a few games?" That's the equivalency of it.
That is kind of, huh?
Yeah.
I guess they just need a rental because of the year that Jones has had.
Yeah.
They're going to want to, after he gets healthy, he'll start next year. But so you don't want to, because I was thinking for a second, why don't you give us your running back and we'll give you Tyson Bagent? You need a quarterback. They won't give us their running back.
Jonathan Taylor for Bagent sounds legit to me.
Yeah, no, but any team that might need a quarterback, we got one. And if we could get some draft capital or something out of it, or a player, we won't. But draft capital, anyways. You signed Phillip Rivers because you just think maybe he could hold the fort down and just be a game manager. I don't hate the move, but if it blows up in their face, I'm going to definitely not be surprised.
So a couple of things with this whole Phillip Rivers thing. Will he get hurt? One, the odds, I don't know. He's been pretty durable. But here's a couple things. If you are the Bengals at this point, aren't you picking up the phone as soon as you see Danny Dimes go down and be like, hey, just a heads up, we have Joe Flacco sitting on his couch at home right now. And he's played with 2 teams already this year. Why not make it a third?
Make it a third.
You would have to cut him, I guess, at that point. That's the one factor I did not take into the equation. Trade deadline is over.
Oh,
So the only way that you can sign people is they got to be free agents. So never mind the whole Flacco conversation. Now that I think it through, I'm an idiot. So then you're going through your Rolodex and you're like, boy, Andrew Luck. No, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't play. Peyton Manning, he's got his own gig with his brother. He's already in the Hall of Fame, so I don't know how you ask him to come out of the Hall of Fame. Oh, wait a minute. Phillip Rivers. There we go.
yeah.
The only thing this guy is doing is probably popping out more kids at home. Why not roll with this guy?
Yeah, he does have a gang of kids, don't he?
Yeah, he's got like a whole baseball team.
Oh. Can I ask a question?
I'm almost afraid, but yes, you may.
Sure. Permission granted.
Fire away.
Drum roll. Drum roll.
Yes, I think Oklahoma will beat Alabama in the college playoff.
Oh, God.
Yes, Dallas kicker is the best kicker in the league. I'll give you that.
Sure. All right.
Well, Cleveland drafted quarterback, even though they have lots coming back next year with Sanders and Dillon. Don't forget they have Deshaun Watson coming back too. He's still under contract. But it is the Browns.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, that's the main factor.
That is, yeah. Because I would say no in most cases, in other franchises, but it is the Browns, so that probably wouldn't be shocking if they drafted another quarterback. I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't either, but let's be honest here. Shador is probably the best quarterback on that roster right now.
Yeah.
So, would I start Dillon over Shador from what we've seen? I don't think I would. Shador, surprisingly, and we're going to be breaking them down. So if you want our expert opinion, tune in on Sunday before the game because we'll be breaking them down. But Shador against the Titans threw for 380, 3 touchdowns, I think, with a pick.
Yeah.
Took advantage of a lot of wide open receivers. That's the one thing that kid has, man. The kid has accuracy. He had it all in college. He's shown it in the pros. Does he have the big playability? With his arm, he's starting to show it. He's not quite the dual threat that some was, but he wasn't in college either.
Right.
So he's the type of guy that you'll be able to get to. I think you could confuse him still. But yeah, I mean, that's just my quick take on Shador before we get into the show next week.
Yeah.
Cam Ward, huh?
What's he been doing? He's hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold.
Yeah.
Cold, cold, cold. Hot, cold.
I would not say that Cam Ward is pretty bust.
He's on a bad football team.
Yeah, that's 100%. Will he be able to have a good career? I don't know. By the time that 5 years is up, I really don't see Tennessee turning it around at all.
Look at the Bears. I mean, we wasted our whole time with Justin Fields, and that we were rebuilding the roster. It does take a long time, and that kid's, rookie contract might be up by the time they're they're, he might be gone. They might let him go before they had the team fully ready to go. Yeah, absolutely.
And by that time, he's
Awful.
probably, unfortunately for the kid, he's probably going to be on that same carousel that we watched Fields on, where he's going to have a different offensive coordinator every year, a new head coach every other. And then by that time, he's probably, his best case scenario is he follows the Sam Darnold path, in my opinion. That he gets on the wrong teams early, but then eventually finds a team that will be able to maximize what he could do and then go from there. And then hopefully he has a resurgence somewhere.
Not in the NFC North, hopefully.
Yeah, right. But Cam Ward, pulling up his stats right now, 2468 yards, 59% completion, 9 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Oof.
Yeesh.
Not a good ratio, my friend.
But again, though, that is a bad football team.
Yeah.
I don't even know who their coaches are.
They fired their head coach, so that's probably why.
Okay.
Cam Ward, 30 rushes for 127 yards, so not really what you would call a dual threat guy either. So, compared to Caleb, second-year Caleb, 2,900 yards, 57.8 completion, 19 TDs, 6 picks. On the ground, 65 carries, 321, 3 touchdowns. So if you want to compare those two there.
Oof.
Yeah, Cam Ward's got 1 rushing touchdown.
But Chris did call. They beat Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so did Michigan. So speaking of Michigan, we were talking about it, and Chris made a comment before. If you guys have not heard, being from the Midwest here, our boy Colston Loveland's former head coach, Sharon Moore, went and got himself terminated today for inappropriate relationships with a staffer. Being a Michigan fan, this doesn't make me sad one bit. I was not a Sharon Moore guy. I don't think he was right for the program. He got handed a Cadillac and turned it into, I won't say a Pinto, but maybe like a Ford. So a lot of talent, a lot of NIL money. I would love to see a team or that team be able to get a head coach that can get the best out of the talent and the talent pool that they can pull from. I just don't think Moore was that dude. So it's not a sad day for me, quite honestly. The only thing that makes me nervous is that some players and commitments might flop. But we'll see, or flip.
When did that become such a taboo? But you can't get laid from a coworker? What's the problem?
Yeah.
I'm just a man. She's just a woman. We're just doing the thing that God intended for us to do.
Maybe
But not on fucking company time, you're not.
Right.
Like, come on.
Not when you're her direct boss. And we're assuming that it's with a female. The story was not specific, so we don't know.
I am assuming genders here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming a heterosexual relationship. Yes. But yeah, Bill Clinton got a blowjob in the White House.
Yeah, I mean, good for you, man.
And everything was okay. But college coach,
you know who my pipe dream for this is right now? The first candidate, and I haven't really thought about it because I just saw this beforehand, but I would love to see them bring back Mentor, the D coordinator for San Diego. Bring him back into the Michigan family. I don't know if he'll do it because he's a hot head coach candidate in the NFL. You got to decide what's going to be better for you. but I would love to see somebody from that national championship team staff, and I get it, Moore was on that staff as well, come back. So short answer, I'll say Minter. Who they'll actually bring in, I don't know, man. I'd have to go back and kind of see. I would love to see maybe more of an offensive coach come in, but Minter and his defenses that he had, short list off the cuff, that would be probably my pick and my hope.
Just give him a blank check.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they did with Harbaugh.
Right.
Bring Harbaugh back. I'm fine with that. I mean, I agree with you. I think Minter is a good coach as well. Maybe John Harbaugh, if things don't go good with the Ravens. Maybe you bring him in and keep it a Harbaugh happy family. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
That would be insane, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be crazy.
Go from one Harbaugh brother to the other.
Yeah.
I
would imagine that they would have a lot of success, just like, his brother did. That would be kind of cool, man.
Mhm.
So
Now, are they and correct me because my my college info is very lacking. Are they both Michigan alumni?
no, the other Harbaugh I don't think is. He was smaller school. Jim obviously played quarterback. Not only did he play quarterback for the Michigan Wolverines, but he also played quarterback for our beloved Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
The
Sure did.
Bears. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So let's seeing how we're talking about other teams in the NFL. Let's should we recap our trip around the NFL?
Oh shit. Create. Are you out there right now?
Yeah.
I'd assume you probably would have been texting if you were, but
Yeah.
Create. If you're in the chat, say something because I think you did better than the hosts of the show on the around
Kudos
the
to
league.
you, Create. You did win the week as our guest picker for last week. Create came in with a record of 7-6. So that tells you how we did.
Congratulations, Create. You did it, buddy. You won last week.
So let's put it like this. If you followed us
Sorry, that was delayed. Sorry, there you go.
If you followed us the previous week, we made you, a few extra gummy bears. If you followed us this week, you gave some of those gummy bears back. We both came in at 6 and 7.
Oof.
But it was a weird week in the NFL. We all got Baltimore wrong. We all got Washington wrong. Like all of a sudden Minnesota showed up. Shockingly, we all got the Tampa Bay game wrong. Tampa Bay, Christopher, I know you're a Baker fan. What the hell happened? The New Orleans Saints just punked your boy. Like, you want to defend him? You want to defend the old OU boy?
Bad timing too. I mean, because
Yeah.
the Bucks are trying to stay in the hunt here. You can't be dropping games against the Saints.
Yeah.
They've got to be one of the
ouchie.
bottom 3 teams in the league.
So since he did me dirty, they looked like they were going to beat Buffalo, and then they just fell off of the face of the earth in the fourth quarter. Joe Burrow decided to throw some pretty asinine picks. There we go.
Oh, I did hear that. Yeah, he's a little banged up.
Yeah. I know he was coming in with that left shoulder.
Yep.
But Denver, we clean sweeped on that. We all had Chicago, so we all unfortunately took the loss there. Create had Houston over KC. We both took KC.
Oh,
I'm officially off the KC train this year.
That's it. Yep. That's
They're
it.
done. It's
Are they
kinda
mathematically out?
No, they're not mathematically out, but their
They're out.
play is telling them that they're out. So they're dropping passes, and not only are they dropping passes, they're dropping them right into DB's hands. So that's not good. And then the Chargers, which you had, ended up beating Philly. So kind of a mixed bag all the way around. I think the Ravens Pittsburgh game, yeah, we all had Baltimore, so we all lost that one. It's one of those things though, man. It's a divisional game. Just like in the NFC North, you basically got to throw out the records, especially when the Steelers and Ravens play. The Steelers can look like a complete underdog, and the Ravens are 10-game win streak, and the Steelers will squeak one out. That's just who they are.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was an interesting trip around the NFL this upcoming week. We'll get into that on Sunday. So anybody out there want to be a guest picker, hit us up, even if you join on Sunday. You get a chance to go against Ezra and myself. Let's see where you stack up. So yeah.
They'll be back next year. Patrick is a beast. They will move pieces after Kelsey is gone. Yeah. Yeah, they'll go through a reload phase.
Yeah. They won't go through rebuild. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Kelsey, in my opinion, love him. Great career. Still super effective.
Yeah.
Man, there's something missing from him. I don't know if it's the passion, if it's just the fact that Father Time is catching up with him.
That's what I think, man.
Yeah.
He's getting up there in age.
He's been so good for so long.
Taylor Swift just sucking the life force out of him.
You're saying Taylor Swift is a succubus?
Is she?
That's what you're saying. I didn't say it. You're going to have Swifty Nation coming after you, not me. I ain't messing with Swifty Nation.
No, hold on. Time out. I'm not saying I'm saying all women.
Oh, okay. That makes it better.
Does that make it better?
Yeah. Yeah, billionaire wife. Yeah, sometimes you lose some of the motivation to have to make those millions of dollars you'll get in the pros when basically in probably half the countries across the world, Taylor Swift's face is probably on their currency. So,
yeah.
So Christopher.
Yeah, he wants to be a picker.
Okay, man.
Sunday morning.
Sunday, 9 a.m. We go live. Trip around the NFL typically starts about an hour and a half in. So come join us for then, man. You are in. If anybody else, maybe we'll expand it, but Christopher's got dibs here. So
yeah, Chris definitely has dibs. And if Create shows up because he beat us, I would grandfather him in because he beat us. So
yeah, he's got to be allowed. Let's circle back around to Philip Rivers on this. Question for you, man. I'm gonna put you in Philip Rivers' shoes. You have a chance to make the Hall of Fame. Well, I guess the first couple questions. Number one, do you think Philip Rivers is a Hall of Famer?
Just give me 2 seconds here to do one little thing.
No, he has not won a championship, if that's what you're looking up.
No, I know he hasn't. So that's why I want to look at his numbers. Because that matters.
So with him coming back, if he's signed to the active roster, basically what this does is this will put or restart the 5-year Hall of Fame eligibility clock. At 44, would you put yourself in that situation? I guess that's the second part of my question. If you were Philip Rivers, would you go forward? And the third part of this question if Phillip Rivers makes a deep playoff run or even helps get this team to a Super Bowl, does that cement his Hall of Fame bid? So 3 questions there. 1, if you're Phillip Rivers, do you restart your Hall of Fame clock or eligibility clock?
So that's what that does when he comes out of
Yeah.
retirement like this. It resets his clock.
Yeah. Because I would say, I think he's been 2 or 3 years since he's retired. So, yeah, I mean, it pushes it back 5 years at this point. So would you restart that clock? Do you have Phillip Rivers in the Hall of Fame as of right now? And if he does make a deep playoff run, does that cement him as a Hall of Famer?
Wow. So, whew. Yeah. So if I wanted to play football bad enough, I would come out of retirement.
Mm.
Yeah. Even at 44. I mean, if his body's feeling good and he feels like he can perform, I would assume they had to work him out. They weren't just going to take his word for it. He probably had to pass the physicals and stress tests and all that good shit. And then, hey, throw a 9-ball real quick for us.
Right.
Hey, throw a 20-yard out. Throw that one for us. Hit
Throw
some
that
slants.
18-yard dagger. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And so if he passed all that and they were like, yeah, okay, all right, you're good. Yeah, I would definitely come out of retirement. Looking at his numbers, this is like he's John Elway 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Not John Elway, sorry. Dan Marino 2.0. Because he's got very good numbers. I'll read them off here in a second, but I'll never won a Super Bowl. Just like fucking just
No
like Dan
championship.
Marino. So here, passing yards, he's 7th all time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
7th all time passing yards. Touchdowns, he's 6th all time. 6th in touchdowns. Wins, he's in the top 10 all time wins, although wins and losses aren't quarterback stats. Consecutive starts, 2nd all time for quarterbacks.
Super durable. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And overall QB ranking around 26th all time by some analysts. So, yeah, I'd say he probably was going to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know about, it would depend on his class, if he would be a first ballot, but I definitely see Hall of Fame in his future.
Yeah. Christopher, while you're listening, man, you put Phillip Rivers in the Hall of Fame?
And yeah, and so in his last comment there too, all he's got to do is hand the ball off to Taylor. I mean, really.
It looks like Christopher, I'm assuming this was the answer to the question from before. He says yes, because he was so good in his day. Christopher brings up a good point here, man. All you have to do is turn around and hand that sucker off.
Yeah. So they're really probably not asking him to do too much, as long as he can convert on 3rd down, make those throws. Because he's a savvy vet, he'll throw to the open guy.
Yeah.
It's just I would worry about his arm strength, because we've seen quarterbacks fall off a cliff with arm strength. You got Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Like, it's just, it happens. You get old. You don't have the same mustard on the ball anymore.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be shocked to see a little bit of maybe a noodle arm, a little bit.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that's undefeated is Father Time, right?
And taxes.
Yes. So here's the thing with me with Phillip Rivers. Christopher was saying 100% on it.
Yeah.
Do I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer? No, I don't, because he doesn't have the championship. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Marino, I'm pretty sure, was probably a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he also at that time kind of revolutionized passing in the NFL. I do believe also when he left, he was probably the passing leader as well, all-time passing leader in yards. With that being said, do I think he belongs in the Hall of Fame? Yes. Again, not first time ballot Hall of Famer. Might have to wait till there's a little bit weaker class to get in. There's so many good players coming up, though. He might be
get pushed
one of those
down.
guys.
Yeah.
Christopher brings up the fact that Jim Kelly was a first-time Hall of Famer. No championships either. I agree with you on that, but let's also, I think one of the big differentiating facts there is that Jim Kelly also brought the Bills to 4 straight championships.
4.
Yeah, and they just lost all 4. So there's something to be said there. How many times has Philip Rivers been in the Super Bowl? Once for sure.
Once.
I want to say twice, but I know it's once for sure. You doing the Google search on there?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, this is probably the big debate when you're doing this, right? So in the new age, obviously passing is king compared to what it was. That's why people like Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, John Elway were kind of still standouts back in the day. Brett Favre was kind of in that same boat where they really brought the passing game to the forefront. The NFL through the 80s and 90s, that was 3 yards and a cloud of dust for a lot of it. So Chris was saying, if you're going to say Dan Marino, you have to say him. I mean, he's up there in top 10 and everything, right? And that's why I think that he belongs in. I just don't think that.
Not a first ballot.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be unanimous. And I think it'll be a little bit tougher for him to get in just for the fact that, in the era that he played, I think that will be to his detriment. Now, if for some reason he takes the Colts to the Super Bowl at 44, that will be a huge feather in his cap. We go from there. So,
and if he does take him to the Super Bowl, it'll be his first time there.
Yeah.
He
hasn't been in the Super Bowl at all.
Unless Google be lying.
Yeah, maybe not.
It says Super Bowl appearances 0.
Wow. Okay.
I could have sworn they were. I don't know why I thought I remember Keenan Allen catching a ball or something in a late game situation. Wasn't he the quarterback with? No, because that's going way too far back. Who was the quarterback when they had LaDainian and Tomlinson? I said LaDainian.
LT, as we say.
Let's just say LT. Was he the quarterback for LT? No. Is he that old? Could be.
Drew Brees probably spent some time with LT.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Chargers QB. Yeah, good question, man. Yeah. Christopher agrees with me with Drew Brees. He was there before he got traded to New Orleans. Boy. Let's see what Wikipedia has to say. Let's go recent history.
Philip Rivers was the quarterback.
Jim Harbaugh, Eric Kramer, Ryan Leaf, we all know. Drew Brees, Doug Flutie. That's right. Drew Brees and Doug Flutie, yeah. And then P. Riv took over in 2006.
6, yeah.
Yikes. Oh, man. Yeah, Drew Brees. I didn't realize that Drew Brees spent that much time with him, but 4 years. Huh. Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, Chris makes some good points here. So I don't know if you pointed these out, but it's the most important position on the field.
Mhm.
Who beats him out when it's the number one position? Who
I
beats him
think
out?
we have
Well,
to wait until we
so
see.
you're saying because the
classes.
importance of it being him being a quarterback kind of maybe might nudge him towards the front of the line on that first ballot? Yeah, possibly. But again, it depends on the class coming out, because if there's just filthy, nasty players, he might not make it, depending on who it is.
Let's throw a hypothetical out there. Who are some of the quarterbacks coming up? Roethlisberger. I would put him in before I put P. Riv. Who are some of the other quarterbacks? Obviously, Tom Brady, we know, but he's still a few years out.
Now Phillip Rivers reset his clock, so
yeah, right. So it's man. That would be a good question. It's a little bit of too much research to try to do on the fly, but yeah, I mean, maybe you could do like quarterbacks eligible for the Hall of Fame in the next 3 years. Might be a quick search that we could do, but yeah, I mean, think about all the good players that have retired recently.
So here are some of the names coming out. Drew Brees.
Definitely before. Yep.
Manning.
Yes.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Torrey Holt. Reggie Wayne. Jason Witten. Frank Gore.
Okay.
Some other little add-ins, honorable mentions. Luke Kuechly. Adam Vinatieri.
Probably considered one of the greatest clutch kickers of all time. Not that I'm a huge kicker fan.
Rivers he's on this list as well, but now if he reset his clock by coming out of retirement.
Frank Gore will be an interesting one. That dude just played forever. I know he's towards the top of most of the rushing charts, but there's something to be said, especially at the running back position, of longevity. Right?
Yeah, because who was the other guy who did that too? Curtis Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Curtis Martin just quietly made himself up the list because he just played so long.
Yeah.
I mean, would Curtis Martin really be in the same breath as Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith? I wouldn't.
No.
But because he played so long, and he was good.
Yeah, he was good for a long time. He wasn't. Yeah. I think there was like a 3-year stretch where he was probably the best back in the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to kind of see what happens to it. We'll see. I mean, maybe him resetting the clock will be the best thing for him. Then, by that time, there might be a little bit of a lull in there. I don't know.
Are these more people? Antonio Gates, Jared Allen.
Okay.
Steve Smith Sr.
Jared Allen just got in. So
he just got in.
Yeah, he was in the last one.
Terrell Suggs.
T-Sizzle.
The T-Sizzle.
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson was amazing. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Hated watching that bastard when we had to play him.
Yeah. Dude ran like a freaking bowling ball. Yeah. A fast bowling ball.
God. He ran with so much anger and ferocity.
Yeah.
And he had good contact balance. And he was fast, and Jesus, man, that dude.
He was kind of a lanky dude too. Like you wouldn't quite expect that from him. Normally you got those short, squatty guys, but he had a different body count. But man, that dude was solid as a rock.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. He was probably built more like
Probably
Matt
like
Forte
free safety. Yeah.
than
Yeah.
say like talking about short, stocky runners. Who was the
Barry
dude
Sanders.
from the Jags?
Oh,
Drew.
yeah, Maurice Jones-Drew,
Yeah.
MGD.
Yeah.
Stewart, his running mate, who
Yeah, him too.
Yep. Actually, Stewart, I think, was from Carolina. Fred Taylor, it was his
Fred
running mate.
Taylor.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
another longevity guy, I think, right? Though he got hurt a lot, so he missed a lot of time. Yeah, we know Adrian Peterson was an OU boy, so
Oklahoma,
of course
we got it.
you're a fanboy.
Just-
Yeah. But yeah, so that whole Phillip Rivers thing, man, it's going to be an A or an F, right? It's either going to work out great for him or it's going to be the all-time what the fuck were you thinking signing. So hopefully he's eating plenty of avocado ice cream and using Tom Brady's cookbook here to find a little bit of longevity here, but we'll see, man.
Oh,
We'll
and
see.
these are rough games. So the Colts right now are sitting at they're in third in the AFC South. Third in the AFC South. And look at this schedule coming up.
Seahawks.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, hey, Phillip Rivers, why don't you come in and play the best defense in the NFL? Okay,
Yeah.
wait. All right.
Seahawks, then the Niners, then the Jags, and then the Colts. I mean, the Texans. They're gonna break him in pieces.
Yeah. If he makes it out of the Seahawks game, good for him. 49ers, decent defense, decimated. No Bosa, no Warner, but they still got some dudes. We'll learn a lot about them, so that might be a game we need to concentrate on because what is that, the week before the Bears play the 49ers? They're playing Monday night?
Yeah.
Yeah, so because they got Browns, Packers, 49ers. Yeah, that's the week before. The Jags, their defense is 100% legit as well.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
All right, P. Rev, we're going to see what you have, man. You're right.
I'm going to root for him just because he's just a little bit shy of my age.
Yeah. I'm going to root for him that he stays alive for the next 4 weeks because I would hate to see him go out with a devastating injury. Wow. Well, good for him. I hope he's getting paid well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Throw all that in a 401k, buddy. Maybe an extra, like some Aflac insurance rider too.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got a lot of his money in an IRA.
Yeah. So, let's hope so.
Golly. Woo.
Maybe some government bonds and some CDs.
They still do those?
I'm sure. I didn't know that P. Riv was a grandpa.
I wouldn't doubt he's 44.
Yeah, still, man.
I mean, I was made a grandfather at 45.
I don't know if I'm going to have to worry about that badge.
Oh,
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
So
famous last words.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. But all right, man.
Yeah. That was that was it for our Packers review. It was a great time. Thanks for joining us.
Listen, divisional game. It's still in front of them. We're Broncos fans for this week. And then I hope it lines up so that we're right back to where we were at. Now you're in our house. And we'll see what happens, man. I tell you what, no shocker here. Unless something drastic happens, like Caleb, I'm not even going to say it. Unless something drastic happens, you won't even need to know who I'm going to pick when the Bears are at home for the next Packers game. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, we have the next 2 at home, so
3 out of the last 4.
that's what we got to win.
Well, 3 out of the last 4 at home.
Oh, we're at home out of 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go 3-1, assuming you beat the Packers in there, division winner. 4-0, division winner. 2-2, as long as you beat the Packers. If you go 2-2, I don't think the Lions could catch you at that point. I think you're still a division winner. So yeah, it's still all in front of this team, man. And I'm excited to see how this last 4 weeks play out. For all those that joined or who will be watching, come join us on Sunday as we do our Cleveland Browns preview. Now that the holidays are over, it seems like we're going to kind of lock into a Sunday, Wednesday schedule. It's not good business for us to compete against the NFL. So that's why we decided to go to Wednesday, guys.
Yep, instead of that Thursday night.
Yeah. So instead of tracking games, we can watch them.
That's it.
Atlanta at Tampa Bay for the Thursday night game, by the way.
Nice.
For Tampa Bay, that's a huge game, man. They got to win because Carolina is same record. So Baker better get that cortisone shot and be ready to go. Atlanta's kind of a hot mess. So
yeah, but
Chris,
they lost to New Orleans.
They lost to the Saints. Let's get this game on record, shall we? We got Christopher on here. He's going to be a guest picker. Christopher, who you got? Atlanta, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, we could pick Thursday night's game tonight. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Any of you guys in the chat? 25 of you? Anybody got guesses? Must win. We need Evans back.
Yep. Who do you got?
You know, they let me down the last 2 weeks, man. But I can't pick against them against Atlanta. I'm going Bucks. God, don't do me like that, Bucks. Yeah. Don't do me like that.
A lot really wants me to pick Atlanta because Tampa has been in a free fall.
Yeah.
But Atlanta, they're a mess. I don't know what the hell is going on with those guys.
I don't either. They need a quarterback.
Yeah. Atlanta's scoring 19 points a game compared to the Bucks at 23. Just looking at some stats here. Yeah.
What does Vegas have?
Good question. I don't have the spread in front of me. That's a good question, man.
I wonder what they opened the Bears at, too. I'll look at that up.
All right, you do Bears. I'll do Tampa.
Yeah.
Let's see. Falcons plus 4.5. So they got Tampa favored.
What? So Tampa's, I just said what because we'll get there in a second. The Vegas has Tampa favored. What's the spread?
4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me the Bears are going to be favored by fucking 3.5, aren't they?
No. I mean, we are favored.
Okay. 7?
7.5.
Wow.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Wow.
Biggest spread of the year?
Yeah.
Okay.
For us.
Okay, dog. All right, so we're all on Tampa.
Yep.
Okay.
They got the over-under at 40.5.
Okay. That tells you that Vegas thinks that the Bears should come out and run the ball.
Yes.
but it's supposed to be freezing cold. So I could see it, man. I could see it be a slugfest, like this being a 21-14 game or something, or 17-10. Just cold.
Did you get to see the highlight of, speaking of how cold it was during the Packers game? Monangai helmet to helmeted somebody, and a piece of plastic broke off the Packers helmet. Woo!
Just like that Patrick Mahomes play last year.
Oh yeah,
in the playoff game against Miami.
Yeah.
So
that was awesome. And then you ever notice that too? This needs to be a thing. This is going to be a common theme on the show. Monangai, I don't know how many weeks in a row this has been now, but the kid is running so hard, the C's are coming off of his helmet every week.
Multiple weeks. Yeah. Dude, that kid has become a hammer, hasn't he? Holy shit.
He is a little sledgehammer.
Yeah. Yes. Cold game. Yeah. That's Christopher agrees with us. It's going to be low scoring because it's going to be so flipping cold.
It's going to be brutal.
Yeah. Can't wait to talk about it, man. Let's go. I'm ready to see what Cleveland's going to bring. They're not playing for anything at this point. Myles Garrett is the only one playing for something on that team. Possibility sack record in a single season. I think he's 3 away. 22 and a half is the record, right?
Damn.
I'm pretty sure he's at 20. So
great.
Yeah, but you know what, man? He's like the only dude on that defensive line, at least. Their other better defensive linemen have been hurt. So we saw what we did with Parsons. We saw what we did against Philly. And Myles Garrett only lines up on the offensive left. He doesn't flip-flop, so that makes it a lot easier to game plan for him. Yeah.
So he'll be over Darnell, right?
No, he'll be over Trapillo.
Oh.
Offensive left.
Offensive line.
So Karnak
That's
says,
good.
Run
right.
We're going to see a lot of 13 personnel, aren't we?
We are. We're going to see 13 personnel more.
Yeah.
We'll shoot. Yeah, we're going to definitely sink our teeth into that Sunday morning. Good luck blocking them. I know, Chris.
Myles Garrett. Yeah. Dude, nobody can block this dude. So
yeah, he's going to get his. Like I wouldn't be shocked, obviously, if he gets 1.5 on us.
Maybe 2. Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Though we can't really say that, right? When was the last time the Bears gave up multiple sacks in a game?
Oh,
it's been a while.
Yeah.
As I make a note for myself to research that for Sunday.
Look into that.
Yeah. But I can't remember the last time they gave up 2. Philly? They give up 2 against Philly? I don't think they did. But yeah. All right, my friend. What do you say?
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Christopher, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate all the comments, and always love to see you on here. You're one of our OGs. So thanks for hanging with us. Look forward to seeing you in the future. Don't forget, join us Sunday morning so we could get the rest of your picks, and then we'll see how you do. So start doing your homework now, man. So.
Yep. To everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get notifications when we go live. And again, thanks for hanging out with us tonight on the Everything Bear Show, everybody. Bear down.
Bear down.